lap of legends, every second's a test. Pushing hard to put the car to the test. Faster, faster, no time to waste. Grip the wheel, can't lose the race. In the rear view, I see the pack, but I'm ahead, and there's no looking back. Turn the wheel, feel the G-force snap. In the zone, no time for a nap. Racing hard, we never slow down. GT3s win the showdown. Core baby, hear the tires scream. We're racing for glory, chasing that dream. In GT3, we're burning up the track. No looking back, we're never turning back. Le Mans breakdown, let's hear the roar. GT3s, who could want more? Pedal to the metal, we take the fight. Le Mans, baby, we own the night. Oh yeah. The roar of the engine, the burn of the rubber. Chasing the glory, we ain't no lover. Pushing the limits, we're breaking the chains. In the heat of the moment, we run through the flames. Yeah, we're rolling through the night. Every corner, every fight. Speed's our religion, Le Mans our shrine. GT3s, it's our time to shine. We're crushing the game, Le Mans in our sights. Remember our name, GT3s. We rise from the start, we're taking the win. We're making our mark. Le Mans breakdown, hear the tires scream. We're racing for glory, chasing that dream. In GT3, we're burning up the track. No looking back, we're never turning back. Le Mans breakdown, let's hear the roar. GT3s, who could want more? Pedal to the...
No, I will not. I thought about it, but no. These guys want to do whatever they want for the final race. You know, I'm not even going to give a lap number. I'm going to say corner 4. Maybe that's a little mean. No, you know, I'm going to stick to that. No, I don't think that'll happen. I mean, at that time, yeah, if it were wet, yes. And if we had multiple rookies in the field that all had incidents, then maybe, but no. Almost 30s. Well, the tricky part about this track is, I mean, I've only maybe put, oh, let me think here, maybe 6 total laps on this racetrack for an attempt at the 12-hour last year that never happened. But there's a lot of tricky spots on this racetrack. It's weird because you can see the pavement and the asphalt go to different colors, you know, hot track temp like you said. It's very, looks like I'm racing in a backyard of some sort. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Not bad. Good to see him over here. Xfinity regular. Ah, they're always right. I just can't get over how long this backstretch is into this corner. It's so cool to actually drive down it. Yeah. Oh, well, at least you got a lot of runoff room. But even then, if somewhere like that were to happen, it'll go away pretty quick.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, here we go. See if they make it into turn one. 3 wide already. Oh, oh, a little wide. Oh my. Pretty good, for the most part. Oh, little contact. Yeah. Oh, you can't go 3 wide there. They did. I find it interesting. I was just about to say that he took a pit road start. I noticed that. Interesting. Well, if it was issues in the first couple of corners, he didn't get that, unfortunately. Although he is right on the tail end of the field, so we'll see now how quick he gets past these guys. No, that can't work. Yeah, he just took a pit road start, and they never went around him the first time. Maybe. Sure is. Sure. Oh, there's a spin in the back. Big hit. Brandon Mateo into turn 1. Big hit. Rear end. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Yeah, he's not a lap down, so according to my scoring, he's not, so. Hopefully he gets through the field relatively at the end of the race, because I want to ask him what this was about. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. Make the points battle interesting, too, at the top. A little slow, Ian Howard a little bit, let a couple cars go by. He's all right. Whoa, never mind. Oh, whoa. Oh, he's loose. Oh, really loose mid-corner. Killed his exit. It was. That didn't look like it. No. Whoa. Huh. Almost got blocked, but he's all right. Into the top 20. Looking to be P19 past the in here. See how aggressive he really is. He's got a good run off. He can definitely take a lunge if he wants. Looks like it. No, backs off. Oof. Maybe he should have. Now we gotta run. Yeah. Whoa! He hits. I don't know who that was. Let me see. Jaspers. I think he just overshot it. Front bumper looks fine. Now he's got a gap to the next couple cars here. Oh! He's gonna go for it. No, he backed off. Yeah, he went for it. At first he tried to outbrake him, and then he realized there was no reason to, so then he backed off. Oh yeah, you can do whatever. I. Mm-hmm. I've seen plenty of the pictures that iRacing has posted online of some of the sunset pictures, and man, it's miserable for most of the drivers. I will say though, I'm looking up at the top 6. They're all pretty grouped together still, which is actually pretty impressive. And Nick has, what, 4 cars behind him that are all still in draft distance, especially 3 that are directly behind him. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna bother talking about strategy, not this early. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, there's plenty of times for drivers to make mistakes, you know. For a tricky track like this, that could make or break a race easily. Yeah, you're right. I am trying to think of that. Yeah, he usually is the ones that wants to be behind to save the fuel, but I can't really tell if he's actually. Whoa. Okay. Yep. Foul wrecked him. Good run off turn 1. Ooh, Munsell kind of overshoots it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mason, I'm not going to say he's antsy to get by, but like, he's been so close. He seems a lot quicker. Well, maybe not a lot quicker, but definitely maybe a bit quicker than Munson. Now, I'm not going to say he's flying or anything, but he's picking off cars pretty quick. Mm-hmm. No, not at all. And he got some of them in battles for points, too, like Carlson, who is not that far behind Nathan Sides right now, who's, let's see, 4 positions in front of him. Looks like Simpson went a little bit wide on the exit of the final corner. Stafford getting a little closer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean we've seen what drivers can do on pit stops and all that. Some of them can have really slow stops. Obviously, it depends on what, you know, if you're taking a couple set of tires or whatever and all. But I mean, with it being this close, we've seen races like this start close and eventually kind of break away a little bit towards the end. But I mean, with a track like this, it's super quick, super long. You never know. And plus, pit road, that's part I am kind of looking forward to, seeing these guys try to enter pit road, because it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. You see, yeah, that's the thing. This track, it's big enough to where it feels like you can really try to pass anybody anywhere, but it's a matter of how clean can you do it. Good pass by Clayton. Trying to channel his inner road course dominance. I believe he was the winner at Coda a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I think that was his first win of the year. Elwood? Oh, James Scioli, yeah. I don't believe he was in that race. Oh no, wait, no, yeah, he was. Never mind. I raced with him on. Well, he's a college driver. I've raced with him in most of the college series races that I've advanced to, and he's a quick driver, that's for sure. Raced with him in Iowa the other night, and that was I believe he had an incident. not saying it, just I had a terrible race anyway, so yeah. Well, I actually went back and saw a little bit. I heard some radio transmission. Carlson, I believe it's either a lap or two ago, got into Stafford, got him like half sideways a little bit. Didn't fully spin him out, but they did definitely make contact, and that's how Carlson got by. Don't expect a dive bomb here. He's a little too far back, but no, he's taking a defense. He feels always letting him by. Never mind. All right. Well, there's a gimme pass. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. I've done that on the ovals a couple times myself. Well, usually it does work better. Sometimes when I've looked at it, I was like, man, I don't really see how that works, because if you're just not going to be able to keep up with them, what's really the point? But then sometimes when you're behind those guys, you're like, whoa, why is he doing this? And then you start doing it, and it's like, oh, I guess I see why. And then you can kind of keep pace, and then, yeah, you follow them through. Oh, they can only hear me. Oh.
Yeah. All right. I forgot Wavelake installed an update, so apparently I've been yapping away. No one's been hearing me. Thank you, Nico. All right, but yeah.
They were tired of just hearing me talk. That's all right.
But yeah, since we have Schwartz here trying to get around, is that Shane Thurin now? Little McLaren on McLaren violence. See, Shane to me, I don't think he's the type to just give me it, to do the gimme route.
Let's see, does Schwartz go for a little dive bomb? No. Is he going to try to go for the exit? Definitely tight it way deeper and wow. A little loose. Got side by side though.
And it's a drag race there, down to one.
But, let him have it. Good play. Up to, what is that, P13? Good stuff. Now Carlson up next. Then a little bit up in front to Dane.
Yep. So, looking in here. Oh, we already got some people pitting. Looks like Audi is into the pits.
Okay.
So, I'm not seeing any incidents for Audi, so I'm guessing that is going to be, yep, 22 seconds. That's a full stop there.
And I've noticed the top two are a lot closer now. Nick has caught up to Ricky and has now finally got that draft. I mean, a little dirt track now.
Yeah.
But now he's kind of there if he wants to do a little fuel saving. I mean, this late in the run, we'll see what he tries.
I mean, that's going to be another thing, with these higher track temps is, Kelly. Now we have to listen to John. Sorry Kelly.
Sorry, Kelly.
But yeah, the Porsche, if you overdrive it, it will eat those front tires. Now, the Lambo, in consequence, if you overdrive it, it will eat the rears in a heartbeat. So, I tried to run the Lambo around here for the 12-hour. Me and it do not get along, especially through sunset. So, Nick has my respect if he's making it through sunset at this kind of pace. So, that is Nathan Nickerson into the pits now. Jack Peterson into the pits.
Allen as well. Dane.
So Schwartz going to get a few quote-unquote free places here and some free air to start running.
Now he can maybe try to put like a quali lap down if he's still got the speed in the car. Try to gain it while you have as much clean air as possible. Ooh, as he almost missed turn one there on the exit. I heard him lift quite a bit.
Let's see. The last lap for Schwartz there, a 201.26. The fastest other person on track is Clayton Montgomery with a 201.25. Currently, Schwartz is still about 15 seconds behind Mason Smith. So, starting back there, he's just kind of maintained that same distance.
And he was a 10th quicker than Mason, too. So we know Schwartz has got the speed now. Just a matter of he's got to do these laps constantly. He's got to keep getting these fast ones in. He's got to be quicker than Mason and maybe hope for some slow pit stops by these guys so they can cut the gap down quicker. I don't know. See what his lap is when he comes through next to complete this one. I'll be curious to see how quick he really is.
But there is Clayton Montgomery, who has managed to suck back up. He's gotten past Justin Munson.
Yeah, Munsell seemed to fall off a little bit. Smith got by him earlier. Montgomery got by him. Feels like he might be kind of struggling on this run a little bit as they get along, as it gets later.
So, your top few here, you've got most of these guys within right about a second of each other. And then 6 seconds back to Carl Handwork here.
Carroll and Mason and Clayton and Munsell. Basically
Ricky,
everybody except Ricky Renner. Yep.
Ricky's staying out. So Ricky able to be that fast and save some extra fuel.
Sides, Schwartz is coming in. So yeah, it looks like Ricky's the only one to stay out.
Generally not something you see your guy there in first place stretching the tank on everyone else. I'm trying to see here, is Joshua Betts, is he going to come into the pits this time?
Wait to
He
see.
is.
Terrell is out. Smith is out.
Earl, yeah.
There
So
goes
yeah,
Munsell.
Ricky Renner going one extra lap past everyone else. Although Ricky does have a lap car ahead of him here. Let me get this to pull back up.
He's got this one car. Looks like
Yep,
Jacob
170.
Winslow. He's got the run. He'll get by him here pretty easily.
Oh, that's the 420.
Oh.
There. But that's one of those things that can cost you a little bit. Sure, you may have gotten an extra lap in, but if it shuffles you back behind everyone else.
I mean, I don't know. Hard to tell. I mean, either way, these guys, I mean, if I'm understanding it correctly, they're going to take, obviously, full fuel on this stop. Probably will for a little bit here. Then it'll just be a difference of how short will that last pit stop be. Let's see. Ricky, I would assume he'll pit this lap.
So about 40 seconds, 39.5 from Ricky back to Nick, and then you see Mason about 2/10 off. That is Ricky going into the pits here. You can see that number 53 there on the track map, trundling down pit lane, and then the 081 of Nick Terrell just now coming onto the back straight.
See what the gap is going to be like between these two. Ricky now just coming to a stop. He's got that first pit stall too, which is pretty handy. See Nick now entering last hairpin here.
It is
He's
going to
still
be
sitting
close.
there. It is going to be close. He's off now. It looks like he will hold the lead barely, maybe. It's going to be hard to tell.
It's going to be in the merge. It's going to be all in the merge.
It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be so close.
Like I said, it's in the merge.
Oh, but he's not
And
done.
they're
Is he gonna
too
go
wide
for it?
here.
Oh, he gets him. And Mason's going to try to go around as well. And gets it.
But, you know, I mean, if you're Ricky, yeah, sure, you gave up a little bit of the thing. But if you have the pace now, you've got somebody to draft.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how fast Nick really, or how fast Ricky really is here.
Yeah, can Ricky sit back there and save an extra lap on top of what he saved last time to give him 2 extra laps?
Could be a deal breaker here.
Yeah, because they did not make it to 30 minutes. That means that there will be, let's see, so 25, that's 50 minutes.
And I did look, by the way, Schwartz is now looking to make a pass on Alan Billison for P9 already. So he is getting closer as well here.
Yeah, we're looking at 5 pit stops possibly. It's going to be tight.
If we have more like that one, that's going to be fun.
But yeah, Ricky also probably coming off with some cold tires.
Yeah, that's probably why he lost a little ground here in the start.
Clayton Montgomery in the pits stall for 22 seconds. And I know what that 22 is versus the 17, 18 we're normally used to seeing. Clayton took 4 tires.
Okay.
Clayton probably isn't used to our reduced fuel tank size and the fact that they get away with running 3 tires at a time.
Well, he's like me. I don't know how to change that certain amount of tires either. He's probably used to changing 2, 4, or none.
Track temp has come down 6 degrees to 100. And Clayton Montgomery taking that last lap, setting the fastest lap overall with a 2:01.08.
Not bad. Good lap.
Yep.
David here clarifying as well. Looks like he says it'll be 4 pit stops this race.
Yeah, because to make it to 3, Ricky would need to essentially extend about 7 minutes of run time out of each one, I believe. That'd be 14, that'd be 24, that'd be pretty close, yeah. And I don't think he's going to be able to do quite that. But Ricky may only have to come in for a splash and dash. You know, a 6-second pit stop rather than a 16.
And even just a couple tenths can make a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. Check back at some other battles here. Clayton Montgomery. What's that?
Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan and Justin. Good 3-way battle.
You can see Jack Peterson there in the background and Carl Hanworth. And then you see Schwartz back there as well. He's gotten around Alan Gullison.
Oh, there's a spin. Munsel's around.
Oh.
I looked like it was all by himself.
Carl, is he going to get around him?
Yeah.
Yep. Which means that next on Schwartz's hunting order will be Munsell.
And he was, what was it, maybe like 15 seconds before the pit stops? He's about, what is this, 17, almost 17. So.
But just sitting there looking, so now that Schwartz is into the top 10, you know, I mean, literally no one ahead of him is going to be a gimme pass. He's going to have to work
not at all.
The next 9 passes he wants, which an 11-second gap up to Nick Terrell there.
And Nick is not running away with it either. Mason's, he's really doing better on the entry points. Mason's a lot better at braking than Nick is.
Yeah, you can kind of see here. Well, it's one of those things, like, you can kind of see, it seems to me that Mason is literally using all of the track. Nick's not quite using all the track.
Yeah, I would assume Nick is probably laying off to the corners, not braking as quick on entries, and that's what Mason is doing, and giving Nick some smoother exits. Meanwhile, like you said, Mason's using all that, but look how far he just went out there. I love how they go swing left so far there to try to enter the backstretch.
But you see 4/10 slowly closing down for Mason there. You know.
Here's where Munsell spun out. It was a little too wide. These guys really taking a deep cut on the exit. Oh, almost wall.
Looking like it's become a little overcast out there. So that's probably has to do with why the track temp is now down under 100 degrees. And the guys will love that. They'll have more grip. It won't be as, they can push a little harder. There you go. You've got Clayton Montgomery looking to work on Nathan Nickerson there. Gonna try to do it around the outside here of the hairpin.
Whoa.
Nathan gives him the room though.
That was good. Good stuff there. I did not think that would work.
Looking back through here. As you see, Munsell has started to slightly close the gap to Carl Hanworth back down a little bit.
Meanwhile, Schwartz has closed the gap on both of these two in front. His last lap was about 8 tenths quicker. He's got a couple seconds of to get by him.
Looking at the gap now, it's about 16 and a half seconds to Mason, so it looks like Mason slowly eking that out a little bit bigger. Well, I'm guessing, yep.
This part of the racetrack's like completely dark.
Oh, something's going on. Oh, iRacing just crashed on me.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, let me keep highlighting here. Let's see. So Nick, I mean, it's still a three-way battle between the top three right now. Ricky's kind of closed the gap on Nick and Mason by about a tenth or so here. Mason continuing to, I don't know, try to outbreak Nick a little bit, but not quite working. Montgomery is starting to pull away from Nathan as well. Peterson's all by himself. Handwork's all by himself. Munsel's starting to lose some time on handwork. Schwartz just ran another lap that was 1 second faster than Munsell that last time by. Gullison's still in the top 10. Carlson's dropped a little bit here. He's under fire from Dane Simpson now for P11. Shane Bronson and Nathan Sides in the top 15. Actually, kind of important now that I'm looking at it. Carlson and Sides, who are battling for the win in gold division. I believe Carlson was back by, let me look to double check. Yeah, 11 points on Nathan Sides, and Carlson now runs 11th compared to Sides in 15th, which I believe earlier Sides was ahead, but I believe it was a longer pit stop is what gave Carlson the edge. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, he was a lot quicker on pit road. Not sure exactly the amount of tires they took. Shade is pretty much going away. Whatever that last lap was, the shade covering the second half of the racetrack is pretty much gone. It's all back in the sun. Mason Smith looking to thought of making a dive bomb for the lead. He's going to go a little too wide in the final corner, but he'll get a slightly even exit with Nick Terrell. Renner not able to pounce, a little too far back. Montgomery gained a little bit of time on the leaders. He just ran a 201.2 that last lap, compared Terrell ran a 201.9, so almost 7/10 quicker. So Montgomery's got good amount of speed, and he's got clean air too. He's got nobody behind him. He's got Nathan, who's a little over a second back, so not much to worry about for him. It's just got clean traffic, and then he's got the three leaders who he can see in his front windshield. They're all pretty much grouped together, all within about 6/10 of each other. There we go. Woohoo. Yay! I mean, I'm looking at the lap times. Consistently, the fastest cars each lap I'm seeing are Montgomery and Jonathan Schwartz are the two quickest cars. The only issue is they aren't as close. Obviously, the leaders are quick because they're all running with each other, but again, Montgomery's got clean air and Schwartz does too. Good exit by Mason on that last corner there. Not going to be close enough, I don't believe, to make a dive for it. A little bit. Kept his foot in it. Nope. Lifted early. Mm-hmm. And his last lap was quicker than the top two as well. And Montgomery just ran a 2:01, almost a 2:01 flat that last lap. Which, yeah, that was his fastest lap of the race right there. Oh, is it the fastest overall? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he's got speed in that car. Oh yeah, and they got a lap car coming up soon too, which, why not?
All right,
Josh
so
is dead.
update from David here on the Schwartz need positions to win this championship. Right now, live points, Mason by 1 point over Terrell and by 13 over Schwartz.
Okay.
So, yeah, like I said, you know, these next few spots were not going to be easy for Schwartz. Not like the other ones were.
And according to David, they can't hear you anymore again.
I believe I have that fixed.
Okay. Yay.
When iRacing went down, I muted myself because I was cursing a few things that were going wrong in the background. So
Mason with the... Oh, Mason's almost getting passed by Ricky there. He had a really bad exit of the final corner.
341 of Betts blinking a little bit. Lets the leaders by.
Good.
Good for him there. But here you go. Munsell has managed to get back towards the back of Handwork. And behind him, if these two battle, you know, Schwartz is only a second back.
Yeah, and it was 4 seconds earlier.
Yeah, and if you're Munsell, you're going to want to get around Carl quick.
Yes.
But he is all over the back of it. I doubt Carl will fight this one too hard here.
He's a little easy on the brakes, but not. Now he's going to have a much better exit. A little bit of a crossover. Not going to be enough.
The problem is, you have to take a much longer line around these sweeping corners.
And Schwartz is catching quick, too. Here goes Munsell. Now I'll try again. Oh. Good exit, though, by Carl.
Yeah. Carl leaving him just enough room.
Munsell probably saying things on the radio, I bet.
Okay, so Dave says to be safe, Schwartz needs fifth.
Okay, and that's very plausible too.
I mean, so from Schwartz to fifth is about 8 seconds.
Nathan in fifth currently ran in a 2:01.5 the last lap compared to Schwartz at 2:01.3. Now, it could be different when he's got these two guys that he's got to pass. Jonathan does in Carl and Justin Munsell.
Yeah.
That'll make a little difference.
Schwartz is now within 1 second, but you know the real problem is if Schwartz gets up to the back of Munsell, you know Munsell's looking to pass Carl, but if Schwartz is looking to pass Munsell, you're gonna have a whole lot of, can Schwartz manage to use Munsell as a pick to get around him, or use Carl as a pick? So,
I don't even know where to look. I'm looking at that battle. I'm looking at the three leaders who are all still side by side. Montgomery gained almost a second and a half that last lap.
Yeah, your three leaders, they're out there playing checkers with each other. That's that's drive to survive drama, as I would call it. This back here, this is actual. These guys are going for it.
Yeah, I'll expect that no matter what part of this battle is happening, as Mason's going to go for the lead on Nick Terrell here. They're going to be side by side. No, he's going to give it up here. I can imagine that when one car goes wide, there's going to be crew members in the background just putting their hands on their head, going insane. But they're side by side.
through here.
He's gonna have a shot here. Oh, but Nick outbrakes him a little bit.
It's like having to go back and forth because this is some good battling.
He got a great exit onto the backstretch here. He could make a dive bomb for the lead if he has a shot, if he wants to.
Is this when he gives it a little boot, last minute bump draft?
Oh, almost got turned there. He's going to try a crossover here to get an exit speed. He does. He's got to run. Will it be enough to make a dive bomb? I don't think so here.
He's looking to peak, and Nick is not having it.
Not at all. And there are cars on pit road, too, by the way.
Here we go. He's going to get him on the inside. Nope, he's going to try to cover it off.
Nope, and there are a couple cars, like I said, on pit road right now. Nathan's on pit road, Peterson.
Yep.
Gullison.
And then back here in 5th, 6th, and 7th, you have Munsell. You have Carl. You have Schwartz.
It's just we need a dual camera here.
I need picture in picture. The only problem is we looked into it. It gets expensive.
Carl got really sideways there. Munsell had to check up, and that allowed Schwartz to easily get by.
Now the question is, Schwartz going to try to send it in on Carl here? Nope,
he thought about it.
But at the same time, look at that run that Munsell has.
Yeah, but Schwartz kind of beat him off the corner here a little bit. I think he'll be a little too far back.
Now the question is, if you're Mason, have you made your obligatory payment to Carl?
He maybe did.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'll tell you this: getting around Carl is not easy. He might not be, as good as Senna making that thing 3 cars wide, but he can definitely pull off the Mr. Mustache. What's his name? The English F1 driver. Drawing a blank now. Nigel.
Oh,
Nigel
Mansell,
yeah. Maybe not Senna levels of making the car wide, but definitely he can pull off some Mansell moves.
Well, the question is, at this point, if these guys are like this, and Schwartz knows he's a lot quicker, at what point does he get impatient and maybe, I don't know, be a little over the top to get by? And the leaders are on pit road. Carroll, Smith, Montgomery stayed out.
Nick goes in.
So
Carl goes in. John stayed out. Clayton stayed out. Yeah. So your real question is, what's this lap going to be out of Schwartz, and does Schwartz have another one left in the tank? He put it on lap 11 last time. It's 23. So he's already... he extended that. So he got the 12 that Ricky got last time.
And so it's not like he could have been saving either, because he was super aggressive just to make up so much time on Munsell and handwork. He had nobody to draft with.
Yeah. Now the question is Ricky going to pit 24 or 25? Because if Ricky makes it to 25, that's 50. He's getting close to maybe chopping an entire pit out of it.
I don't know. It's going to be close. He would have had to save, I feel like, quite a bit behind Mason and Nick, which, I mean, he was behind them the whole time, but I don't know. I wasn't really looking close enough to see how much he may have been saving at that time.
Let's see. Gold division, Carlson, Nickerson, and Sides within 10 points of each other live. So, Carlson and... Yep.
Down the backstretch, Ricky is made it. We'll see if he pits a lap.
And look, Mason coming out ahead of Nick. 0.7 of a second difference in the pits there for Mason over Nick.
Ricky staying out a lap. Clayton bringing it in. Let's see if he does.
Schwartz doesn't have to bring it in.
I was going to say, the way it looks like he's taking the corner, I would have thought he'd stay out, but it looks like he's bringing it in as well.
Yeah, Schwartz very good at attacking that pit entry.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to check Schwartz's pit lane time versus, say, someone like Mason's.
Let's see where they file out here. Here goes Mason exiting the final corner now. Trying to see where everyone else is, like Clayton. He's now exiting. Mason will be ahead.
Yep.
They're both ahead pretty easily.
And Ricky is making his way through the lap cars now.
Mm-hmm. That could hurt a little bit. So Mason is through, Nick is through, Clayton is through, Nathan as well. Let's see where all these guys file out once they complete this lap.
The Schwartz managing to jump Handwerk and Munsell there in the pit phase by almost a couple seconds. But Carl taking a 21. So Carl took 4 tires, so did Munsell. But then you have Peterson up here. So you got the Camel Acura versus the Arrows McLaren. Then you have Nathan.
The good thing for Schwartz is that he didn't have to use his ultra aggressiveness to get by Handwerk on the racetrack. He got it through pit stops. We'll see if he has to do with Peterson next.
And that's one of those things. If he has to work too hard to try to get around Peterson, you can see
Yeah.
Carl in the background. He's not that far behind.
Exactly.
And Carl with 4 fresh tires might be a threat.
Mm-hmm. And Ricky's on pit road right now as well here. I thought he overshot his box.
Oh,
Mason now.
Schwartz has gotten around Peterson there.
Yep, made that look easy. Here goes Mason exiting the final corner now. Renner, I can hear it. He's off.
Ricky is rolling. It's
gonna be close again.
I think they're gonna
not
have
as
him this
close.
time.
Yeah, not as close as the last time, but still
Well-
there. Hang on.
For those two, it's just as close.
I was gonna say, compared to these two, it's exactly the same.
It literally looks like just Mason got him in the pit lane by that 0.7 of a second. But
Yeah,
Ricky coming
whoa.
out right on the back of Nick. But Mason definitely putting the hammer down and wanting to go, go, go. Yeah, David said Schwartz short fielder took tires. Let's
Yeah.
look. Schwartz, 18 seconds in pit lane. Munsell, 21, 22. Carl, 21. But Mason,
could it be
17 seconds. So
I don't know. Well, it's close between them. Montgomery's caught the top 3. He is now in their draft. Nathan is in P5, and Schwartz is going to be just behind, a couple seconds back.
yeah, we're not even an hour into this. Normally at this point, we're getting ready to call these races towards the end.
And we're only now just about to enter halfway.
Let's see, let's see. So Gullon, currently Gullison and Jaspers have good holds on silver and bronze. So let's find Gullison running 10th overall there, ahead of Braden Carlson. I'm sure Braden wants that spot.
Yeah, I believe so. He wants to put as many points between he and Nathan's sides, and they only have 1 car in between them now. And earlier it was, what was it? I think it was 3 in between them last time.
Yep. If we look at where they're coming from, you have, Nickerson 41 points back, so Braden definitely wants to chop down the, don't let Nickerson get too many spots ahead. Currently closest to the battle here on track is Bronson and Shane Theron.
Nico, they sure are moving the top 4. That's how I feel sometimes when I'm in Xfinity chasing, I don't know, you, Clayton, Allen, and someone else. That's how I feel.
No, I managed to pass Nico Tuesday night. I think he was on a different strategy.
I mean, hey.
That's a particular reason.
Hey, I was bummed because that was the 1 mile-and-a-half race I really was excited for, and realizing it overlapped with the college series, I was kind of bummed out, but oh well. I believe I'm still going to have to take my last drop race in Xfinity as well.
That is Bronson getting around Shane there. So Bronson running 2:02.7 last lap. And Sides ahead of him running a 2:02.19. Dane Simpson out here. He's running in, let's see, 2:03 last lap. But Nathan definitely looking like he might be out of place judging by his best laps in the last lap. Carl catching up to Peterson there. So maybe those new tires really helping Carl. But Schwartz has, you can see the gap there, already opened it up. So Schwartz needs 5th. He needs to catch Nathan Nickerson.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Carl, those 4 tires definitely is looking good. He just ran a 2:01.35 that last lap compared to Peterson, basically a 2:02 flat. So those new tires are definitely being taken advantage of right now. Schwartz 2:01 flat. That I believe 2:01.046. That I think is the fastest lap we've seen now today.
Yep, I believe so. Looking down through the best lap, 2:01. Clayton Montgomery with a 2:09.
Wow. Okay. Oh, wow.
But even with that fast lap Schwartz put in, he's only about 7/10 faster than Nickerson. It's going to take him, it's a 3-second gap. Still going to take him 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting on close to the next round of pit stops by the time he gets up there.
No, I mean, again, think of this. I mean, we have the pit stops coming up, and this is a spot that Schwartz is really going to want. But like we say on the oval side, catching is one thing, but passing them is another. So we'll see what Schwartz can do. It was already pretty aggressive between he and Handwork there for a little bit right before they pitted. I would imagine Nathan would not want to give up this spot that easy.
Yeah, but see, Nathan is going to need that spot for the points over Braden.
Exactly.
Nico says he's going to need Shane in a top 10. It's possible. There's always a chance that, you have a few that die out up there. But Carl all over the back of Peterson here, down into the inside. Not a normal passing spot there.
Oh, Peterson, he really had to take abrasive action. Oh, a little sideways there. We got a good runoff. Oh, they hit.
A little touch.
Little bit. Let's see, does Carl have enough to maybe outbrake Peterson here? He's taking a defensive line so he can't get to his inside. You're going to try the outside. Maybe a crossover if he can make it.
You can see that initial run that Porsche gets coming out of that slow speed. Looks good, but the Acura, I think, is going to be kind of like the Mustang. It's got some legs on it. Let's see. Where's his next spot going to be? Down into the second gear right-hander up here, maybe? But not going to next one's going to see if you can get a better exit here to maybe send it in to Agenda BN.
Got a little bit of a run here. He's definitely good on the brakes as well. He's like Mason. He can really outbrake his opponent, but really hasn't been able. He's kind of just at best evening his opponent on exit. Yeah, Peterson with a better exit onto the back straightaway that time. Fort needs 4th if Mason wins, according to Dave. 4th.
Okay.
Ooh.
That means he's going to have to get around Clayton Montgomery is the way it's sitting now, and
That's not going to be easy.
technically Clayton has run a little bit of a faster time. Somebody might want to hop in there and tell Clayton, just so you know, these guys don't always take 4.
Yeah. And we're a much better corner than Peterson. Oh, he had to lift a little bit there. Killed his exit speed. He's going to go for a move, though. Not enough on exit, though. Oh. Well, they're doing everything to make sure they hit each other at least a few times.
Yep. I mean, you know, we got another... There's still an hour left, and these guys are
Oh,
going
yeah.
to get to the last lap. Yeah. Has our league owner forgotten this is a 2-hour race?
Oh, he just hit Peterson there.
Taparoo.
Yeah, just a little bit. He hit him perfectly square, and they were still going straight. So that was perfectly fine.
That's the oval side of Carl coming out with the bump and run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, we saw him at Spa set up Elijah for the undercut there. It was, you know, beautifully done.
You can do the bump and run. Just be careful it doesn't turn into a dump and run. I've seen that plenty of times before.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's not intended. It's just pure accident.
Showing an accident here for Shane Theron.
Ooh, and Tim Thompson was just off in front of the leaders. That was a little scary, but all right. He's all right.
What happened to Shane here? Oh, gets into the back of Bronson Stafford. That's the dump and run.
Yes, that is exactly what I was just talking about.
Oh, Carl going wide. He's going to try the cutback line. Oh, looks like it's strong on this one.
It's almost worked that kind of move a few times. Peterson's going to go way right. I thought he was just going to give it to him for a second. Not going to take the draft here. Will it be enough, though, to send it? Oh, he big send. Oh,
Peterson do a
wide.
cutback. No. Carl
Not enough.
taking 7th position there from Peterson.
I
No.
bet you there was a sigh of relief and a finally there.
Yeah, you have to wonder if might have Mr. Covert spotting for him or something.
Saying, take it, take it, take it.
But that's half the race down. A little, whoa, setting it.
Yeah.
Peterson wasn't quite done with that move.
He thought about it.
He wanted another taste. But here you go. Schwartz onto the back of Nickerson.
How easy will this pass be will be the next question.
So Nickerson's on that little bit earlier pit strategy, pitting last on 21. So we'll imagine that Nickerson should be coming in the next lap or two. But, you know, let's see. Schwartz's last lap, 201.1. Nickerson's 202.28. So he's got about a second of pace on him. But Nickerson going defensive early on the straight. Where is Peterson going to try to make his...
Oh, a little loose there is Nathan there. Here goes Schwartz to his inside. A great run.
Ooh.
Nathan still loose and easily makes a pass.
Yeah, I think Nathan thought Peterson was about to run into him, but... sorry.
You mean Schwartz?
Yes, Schwartz. Too many names.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of see him yanking on the wheel, a little worried there. Although last lap, Carl with a 2:02.1 in both, which is faster than Schwartz. But we'll have to see. So between Schwartz and Montgomery, you got 10.8 seconds. You got an hour to try to make up 10.8 seconds on a guy who y'all's fastest laps is only a tenth apart.
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot to go right, I feel like.
So this is gonna be consistency. That's what this is gonna come down to. It's not their outright pace. It's how consistent they can run that same pace. And in the case of Montgomery, we jump over him here. Montgomery is in the pack. He's got the top 3 right in front of him.
Mm-hmm. And this is the closest he's been to him, too.
So Ricky pinning on 24, that's going to be, he should be able to make it to 36. So Ricky will have 5 more laps. The Mason and Nick should be coming in on 33. So just a couple more laps for them. Clayton is in the middle of the two, so yeah. Because, at this point, that's going to be 3 laps that Ricky's saved, plus if he gets that extra 1, that'll be 4. I cannot remember what the championship. Tilford saying that's assuming Mason can hold off Terrell and Renner.
Oh yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Ooh, Renner tried to.
It's a big if, but
yeah, Renner just tried to make a swing to the left to try to think he was going to make a move on Nick, but ultimately backed out. Maybe a little bit of a fake there. One car. Ooh, oh, it's a lap car. Okay.
Last lap, Schwartz 3/10 on Montgomery. If we
gonna need more than that.
Let's see, 3/10 times. We're about 30 laps, so we're gonna make the lap 60. So that's 28 laps left. Let me grab my calculator and do some math. .4. He would be about 2 seconds off the back of Montgomery if we make it to lap 60. If it's that rate of closing.
Yeah, if it stays exactly the same, and we still have pit stops too. So either way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not fancy enough to have AWS battle for the position data going on here.
Striking distance in X amount of laps. Montgomery with a good exit that lap on that corner there. He's got a run on Ricky here if he can make a move. Not quite. We'll see if we can set him up for exit of turn 1. He sure does. Good exit.
Looking through
Not
here.
enough.
Is he gonna? The thing is, it seems like the Porsche can take a little bit more of the entry curve in the 3, 4, 5 complex than any of the other cars. I know the McLaren doesn't like it. McLaren doesn't like, hitting bumps like that mid-corner.
Mm-hmm. Schwartz was about 3/10 quicker than Montgomery that last lap again.
Yeah. But that's also your thing, if Montgomery clears Renner and Terrell and Mason, does he have the pace to just run away?
Hard to tell. We really haven't seen anybody be able to run away. The biggest gap I feel like we've seen between 1 and 2 is what? 1.5 seconds maybe?
Yeah, but you got Schwartz trying to get around lap cars now here. You see him going on the inside of Tim Thompson there. Let's see. Looking here on the track, Matt, we have looking for the 199 on the screen. And he's got the 11 ahead of him. Yeah, your leaders are about to catch up here. You can see. Oh, yeah, you can see Peterson. Or not Peterson, sorry. You can see Schwartz getting onto the back stretch as they're going into the sunset.
Here goes Mason to pit road. He's the only one.
On lap 33, so looks like Nick managing to squeeze out an extra lap this go round.
Schwartz staying out. Looks like Carl's going to bring it in. So will Munsell.
Side should be in this time by, I believe, as well.
And I just looked to mention, too, he is past Braden Carlson, I believe. Carlson ran a 2:10 that last lap. I wonder... Oh, no, Carlson was on pit road, okay.
Oh, apparently Kelly can hear me hitting my vape. Sorry. Normally the mute button's working, but since it's not telling me when I'm muted, I'm going to avoid using it.
What's up, Jimmy? Oh yeah, look at all these lap cars in front of the leader, Nick, now.
But that's the thing, like, you're going to see Schwartz close that gap down because of it. But he's still going to have to make his way through it. The difference being you got the leading group coming through. Yeah. It's one of those things. If you're the leader coming up on the guys, you know, they all get that notification going, uh-oh, it's the leaders. They jump out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Schwartz is in fourth. That's, you know.
Here goes Ricky to the outside of Nick. He's going to pass him here for the lead. I'm going to assume Nick is pitting. Yep. Ricky stays out.
Oh.
Montgomery stays out.
That was Nick getting all over the back of our series sponsor there, Josh Anderson with Chase Decals. So we do appreciate his support there for this season. And if you need any vehicle wraps, things of that nature, he mostly does commercial work, but get in touch with Josh if that's something that can help your business. And let's see who. So Ricky, last pitted lap 24. So he's even getting 12 per. So 36 should be Ricky's pit. So Montgomery there on the back of Ricky. We'll see if these two can drop the hammer and run faster together. Schwartz has dropped the gap to Montgomery to 9.5. Yeah. And I know we have David doing the kind of live points there, but the one thing we don't know, yeah, there's bonus points. There's 5 bonus points up for grabs if one of these guys does a 0x. It has a completely clean race.
I will be amazed if anybody has a 0x at the end of this race.
Apparently you've never met Parks de la Cruz.
You know? No, I have not.
He got the nickname Mr. Clean. I think he had more 0x races than anybody. It was insane. Like his average incidents per lap was like 0.00 something.
That's I want that. Tell me how to do that. Oh goodness, there goes James. Almost lost it right in front of the leaders. Oh, that was scary. Montgomery pits.
Montgomery goes, yeah, let me. Schwartz will be into the pits this time as well, I believe. Yep.
I want to see where he cycles out with Nick Terrell this lap. That's what I'm kind of. I don't know why I'm curious that one, but I want to see. Terrell is now just sort of entering the backstretch here.
You see the 199 on the track map, taking his spot right behind or in front of where the 7 will be.
Courts currently in, getting the service.
Montgomery should be down, taking off. So
There
definitely
goes
back
Terrell. Terrell exiting pit road entry. Schwartz still there, just dropped. And off he goes. Montgomery just a bit ahead of Nick. Good stop.
But Ricky should be in this time unless he's managed to find a way to get yet another lap out of this.
No shot. Although I won't say anything. I don't know. I could be amazed.
Coronation is alive and well, Nico. Oh, God. I was going to say if... Now, let's see here. What do we have?
Horn Nation. I'm gonna change that one. I'm gonna use that one. Thanks, autocorrect.
I was going to say, I had a thing for that. Where was it?
Let's see. Here comes Ricky.
Oh, yeah. I think this may be what he's thinking of.
Okay, that one kind of terrified me a little bit. That was very loud in my headset. I did not see that coming. All right.
Corn Racing Network. Oh, God.
Horn Racing Network. Oh, I love that.
And that's how we got demonetized. So, yeah, Ricky here in the pits. Let's see, Mason is...
He just went so wide on entry. I don't know if that was intended.
I think Mason may jump him back here in this pit phase.
Let's see. He's off. There goes Ricky. Yeah, I don't think... Nah, it might be close between he and Montgomery.
Come
on.
It's something about
Closer than
that
I
exit
thought.
there.
Hold
It
on,
just-
he could... Oh.
That's just
he
like
could've-
last time. He came right in right behind Mason.
If he
But
didn't
that's
have
what Mason
cold-
needs.
Yeah, if he honestly didn't have cold tires there, he probably would have sent that because he had the straightaway speed thanks to the pit exit and had a run there on Mason at the very end, but wasn't able to, you know, probably have enough confidence to make a move, which I get that.
Mason a little bit faster in the pit time. He's done it into the 16s. So Mason maybe just trading a little bit of fuel to try to stay out ahead of Ricky.
Well, it's worked so far.
I was going to say, Mason needs to open that gap because unfortunately, you know, there is now a 3-lap difference. You know, Ricky will need 3 less laps of fuel than Mason. I want to say the burn rates off the top of my head are about 0.8 of a gallon here, maybe 0.9. So 3 extra gallons. It's going to be a second or so in the pits. Yeah, but we still have 45 minutes to go here.
And it certainly ain't over. Top 3 just haven't gotten by yet, and they got a couple lap cars here, so that'll probably affect their lap here, getting by Brandon Mateo, and they got Dawson Guzik right up front.
But, you know, also Clayton Montgomery is right there.
Oh, Ricky trying to make a move, got close there.
So after all this pits shakes out, Schwartz 8 seconds behind Nick.
Clayton's got to run. Oh, he could have made a move there. Almost ran into the back of Ricky there for a second. He's going to get a pretty rough exit. Mason just went dirt tracking there on exit.
Yeah, Clayton wanting, not happy with just a podium step here tonight.
He's just making us feel great the next time we go to a road course in the Xfinity Series, adding confidence to myself. Make me know I'm gonna look even worse than I did at Coda.
Hey, running the Xfinity car on a road course is just a bad idea. And I love running oval cars on road. Like, I'll run a 410 dirt sprint around here.
Yeah.
It's more fun than you think. But that Xfinity on road and Coda at that, you just throw it away. I told Carl it needs to be banned. Add it to the Martinsville list.
Yeah. The one track that I've run a road course on in the Xfinity car that I have enjoyed was the Indy road course. That I had actually fun with.
Yeah, but looking here, let's see, 7 seconds. So Schwartz, the last lap, taking half a second a lap out of Nick. And we said we should go to about lap 60. 20 laps left, 7. He'd catch him at this rate.
And I mean, that's also not, you know, even if Mason doesn't win here, I mean, I would imagine if, say, Mason finished second and Schwartz stays where he is, I mean, Dave could probably confirm, but, like, if that were to happen, Schwartz might be all right with a 5th place.
But also, if Mason has a 0x and, say, Schwartz has 10x, yeah, that's going to change things, too. Now David's over sitting there typing in a spreadsheet, finding out what what the bonus points would do to it.
You should just find out the difference in you know, points depending on what position. You know, if Mason wins, where does Schwartz got to be? If Mason finishes second, where does Schwartz got to be? If he finishes third, you know, so on and forth. But here goes Montgomery for the lead. This is big right here. He's got the speed. I don't know if he's gonna have the exit here though, a little bit loose. Although he's got the space, sort of. Oh, Mason a little bit wide. Look at Ricky. He might go 3 wide. He sure will. They're 3 for the lead. Oh, boy. Smith
3 into
3rd.
Yeah.
No, Mason gave that one up. They're going to be double file here. Who's going to take the edge? It looks like Montgomery with the exit. No, Ricky has it.
So Mason at this point has to win to take home the championship.
No, that makes sense. But I mean, with all this battling, I guarantee you Schwartz made a good gain, not even just on Nick, but the leaders in general with that battling right there.
But also,
the lap time car.
You also have all these lap cars here that are gonna be in the mix for Schwartz to get through as well.
Well, let's see. Nick just got by Ian Howard there, so there's 1, 2, 3 lap cars in between Nick and Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan's still got pretty clear track. He's still got a little bit to go until he gets to those lap cars, but still.
But, you know, 3 lap cars, especially if they're running close together, that could easily cost them 2 or 3 seconds.
Exactly. And it looks like Brandon Mateo and, I was going to say, it doesn't look like any of them are battling each other for positions, so. I mean, they are racing pretty aggressively with each other, but ultimately it really isn't meaning much. Look at the lap differences here. Montgomery just ran with that pass for the lead at 202.28. Oh, Ricky way wide. 202.16. Mason 203.46. And Schwartz 2.97.
Almost taking the fastest lap off of Montgomery that lap.
Oh.
0.07 of a second. Now looking in here, let's see. Back up here.
Let me actually look to see, because we're at this point where, let's see, where's Nathan Sides and Braden Carlson at? Carlson is currently in 10th. Sides is in 12th. With not that much of a gap separating them either. So that's close between them.
Yep, and now that Nickerson's been down below Schwartz, that's going to help Braden.
And I'm looking, let's see, Gulson, leader in silver, is currently running in 11th. Shane Therian running in 15th.
Yeah, Carlson not running any faster than Munsell ahead of him. Not running faster than Carl or anyone else up there, so
He's kind of
Dane
staying put.
Simpson running a little faster than Nathan Sides last lap, so
There's
Dane.
a gap in between them.
Yeah,
Gullison, though, this is different. This is kind of interesting because Gullison and Carlson are teammates, and Gullison has Sides right behind him. Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of conversations going on back there.
But, I mean, Allen also, he's going to want to get as big of a gap over Dane as he can.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So it's not necessarily, I mean, it's one of those things. You got one of your faster silvers versus technically, I mean, we have 4 golds here, and Nathan is the lowest gold currently in the field. Yeah, that line blurs a little bit when you get the top and the bottom of each one of these divisions next to each other. So Sides has it by 5 points over Carlson.
So Gullison, for Carlson's sake, Gullison has to stay in front, at least to minimize the damage. Because it doesn't look like Carlson has any spots to gain, because he's got Munsell over 10 seconds up the road. So he's going to need Simpson to catch Sides, who's also a couple seconds behind Sides here. So it's not easy. I mean, pit stops are probably what Carlson might be looking forward to try to, I don't know, hope for a gap between he and Sides, but I don't know. Layton is our GOAT.
Oh, I thought that was Donkey.
Donkey? Yeah, Clayton's the donkey. Yeah, we have to keep it PG here. That's why I'm saying that.
That's why I went with it as well.
First we got the Corn Racing Network, and Clayton is a donkey. All right.
A big lump with knobs that has to click. I don't want to know where he's going with that.
I don't want to know.
Hey, get the call from Jimmy. Now, how did you get us blocked from YouTube?
No answer given.
Let's see, a minute, or not a minute, an hour and 25 down, about 35 minutes left to go here in this race. But look at this, it's Mason falling off the back of these two here. Ricky and Clayton going to town.
Yeah, and Clayton is running faster laps than Schwartz too. Schwartz is not gaining on this lead pack anymore, but he is. I mean, last lap he only ran he ran 5/100ths quicker than Nick Terrell that last lap, but there's still over 6 seconds to gain.
Yeah, but 5/100ths is not going to get you there. Jimmy, my channel, I want what I want. I do what I want.
I respect it. It's his world, we're just living in it.
Yep. Yeah, so right in front of Schwartz, you get, is that Dawson Guzik there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to hard racing, Dawson really good on the oval side. Not going to actually try to fight Schwartz
so.
there. He's one of those that if he wants it hard to get around him, he'll make it hard. Oh, excuse me.
Looking at the leaderboard, Sides has gotten around Gullison for P11 here, and he is catching Carlson. Caught him by half a second the last lap, so not looking good so far.
Yeah. Let's see. Checking on the weather. Track temp still falling, so that's probably helping those rear tires on that Mustang.
Lap cars bringing it down pit road. We might be seeing. Let me double check here. Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, we still got time.
Mason probably around 44, so another lap or two. Mason with a 2:01.1 last lap. He's catching back up.
That was his best lap of the race right there. Lap car. Oh, Clayton just hit him. Hold up.
What's that?
No, the front bumper's still there. I saw a front bumper. I thought it flew off. But that's going to hurt. Ooh, hold up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back here and take a look and see.
Me too. I don't know what was going on there. Who is that? That was William Burrell. I don't know. Hard to tell. It looked like Clayton just misjudged it. It seemed like he swung right a little bit, thinking
Burrell got loose into it, and I think it was just too late for Clayton to account for it. I got him in the rear tire, so hopefully not too much damage there.
I'm sure that might have affected the handling a little bit, but not detrimental enough to hurt his race. It's obviously he's still leading, so, you know.
Yeah, it looks like his steering wheel is still straight. Yeah, definitely an important part there.
I'm going to go back and look to see what it looked like on when we made contact.
If we can find the right front. So on that right front. Left front.
I barely even heard anything. I barely even heard anything. I think he should be all right.
All the body lines are looking like they line up pretty well.
Yeah, I think he, if anything, he probably maybe lucked out a little bit on having no damage at all, but still.
Definitely could have been worse.
It could have been way worse. Yeah, that bumper, I swore that was Montgomery at first, but no, I believe that was Burrell's rear bumper that came off.
Yep. But that has definitely brought Mason right back into the fight, 4/10 off the back.
That's not like he ran a bad lap either. Clayton still ran a 2:01.8 that last lap, so still not bad.
So you got Nathan Nickerson and Jack Peterson now into the pits.
And by the way, no lap cars in between Schwartz and Terrell right now. Schwartz ran 0.6 better that last lap. Still got quite a few seconds to go, but still.
Yeah, looking in here, yep, 4.8 between these two here. So Nathan staying out and Braden on into the pits. So with 30 minutes left to go.
Do they have enough to make it?
That's what I said. Someone like Mason, if they pit next lap, it's going to be tight to the end.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
You know, Ricky should be able to make it to 38, or not 38, 48. Which means he should be able to make it.
I would think they'll be okay. Like, I'm sure, like, Clayton and Ricky will be perfectly fine.
Clayton might be marginal. But, like, I don't see, unless Mason makes it to, I think you're going to have to make it to 46 maybe.
I don't know.
Actually be a 5-stop for that's what I was judging by their first pit stops were at like 25 minutes maybe. That's why I was thinking it was going to be 5.
That's why I'm like maybe Carlson because I mean they're the first ones.
I mean I can still count to 5 on one hand, so you know that's math I'm still capable of.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, when I start using the toes, that's when it goes all a little wonky. Yeah, so 45. So Mason has gotten 12 out of this tank this time. But I think I think for Mason it's going to be razor's edge at the end. Whether it's going to be one of those where if they run one extra lap, he might be in trouble. Munsell and Carl into the pits on this lap.
And obviously, you don't want to be careful to underfuel the car, even if you think you can make it. We've seen guys do that and nearly knew they would do it before. It was who the heck? Who was it last week that almost underfueled the car?
I did it last season at Road America. Ran coming into the final corner and cost myself like 20 spots. because I got put to the end of the lead lap because I couldn't make it to the line.
See, I understand, you know, the amount of time gain that even just a little less fuel can have, but I could never force myself to try to underfuel a car. I could never have the confidence in that. So, it just amazes me how they really put it on the edge. I can't see myself risking it ever like that. I would rather know I'm just a little bit good on fuel rather than having to save.
Here's your question. Can Mason make it that one more lap? It's a tight line. No, he is going to be into the pits.
No, he's not. This is going to be interesting.
So even if Mason made 13 laps this next time, that is going to be not enough. Yeah, we can pull the pit stop illustration if SDK wants to not be a donkey. Yep, there we go. So Montgomery 11, 12, 12, Renner 12, 12, 12. So another. So Renner's got, let's see, that is 3 left. That's going to put him at 49. Yeah. Anybody that pits, I think, after 47 that can make it to 12 laps will only be 4 stops. Let's see, who else is in that 12-12 range? No one. The only other people, Sides, has managed to get 12 twice. He's got, I guess, 2 more laps. And where did Carlson go? Oh, wait, that's right. I'm going to have to do... There we go. That's about as many as I can show you. Okay. Carlson, 10, 11, 11, 11, 11. Yeah, I don't see Carlson making it to the end either.
And I would imagine, I mean, if they can't make it to the end, I mean, it's going to be splash and goes for any of these guys. Yeah. I think the tires that they're on, that's it. Use them as best as you could.
Yep. I would agree with that statement. Yep. Yeah, as Jimmy has said there in chat, please give us a like and subscribe. That way you won't miss any more of our CRN broadcast. I know we're going to have a little bit of a dead week coming up. Refreshing, this being the season ending for season number 10. We'll be back with season 11 in a few weeks. Don't know if we have the schedule official yet. That would be Carl. AJ, his YouTube account, he does. I guess AJ forgets. Some of us here are admins in the session, and EOLs could be handed out. Kidding, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would. No, I'm kidding.
Did it last week, but that was for not to qualify. That was for somebody who forgot to and qualified. But no, going through here, let's see. Let's check in. So Mason currently behind Schwartz by 32 seconds.
See what Schwartz decides to do when he brings it down pit road, or actually really when.
I really think it may be an Acura or a McLaren and Porsche thing, being able to save that level of fuel. You know, the Acura may be just as fast, but I don't think it'll have the subscribers only chats. Thank you. I forgot we had done that to get rid of some of the bots. But looking down here, Dane Simpson is ahead of Alan Gullison now.
And Schwartz is on pit road here. So is Montgomery.
Let's see. Looking at Simpson and Gullison. Yeah, Simpson pitted 1 lap earlier, so this is a... Dane is ahead of Allen there on sheer pace, it appears. Not quite sure there. Something to definitely keep an eye on.
Montgomery's out. That was a quick stop.
18.4.
No, it wasn't. Okay. I felt like he was quicker. Never mind.
But Ricky still... This is going to be the one that we're going to see take a little bit of a shorter thing, I think.
Yeah.
But Schwartz, he pitted on 47 as well.
It's going to be close.
Schwartz and Clayton, questionable. Ricky, I think, has it.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right.
Because Ricky will only need 20 minutes of fuel.
Yeah. And, I mean, basically, that's nearly a full stop. So even, I don't know. I'm trying to think how much he would underfuel by if he would need to. Or if he could just take enough just to be safe.
Well, your big thing is going to be, like, with Clayton and Schwartz, are we going to get that 1 extra lap over the time? Or is it going to be 1 under? I think they're going to be that close. Mason's going to have to splash and go.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, he might be praying to Kevin Foster right now for that magic Ferrari fuel tank, but I'm not seeing Mason. I hate to doubt the man, but I don't see it coming out there. But then
here comes Ricky.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what last lap. So Ricky running a 201.13 the last lap, 208 this one. So about 4/10 slower on his in lap than Clayton. Let's find Clayton there. Ricky up on the jack stands. Clayton's halfway down. I think you're probably going to see Clayton just pip Ricky coming out of the corner.
Let's see. I'm waiting for Ricky's car to drop. There's the drop, and he's off. I don't know. It actually... Oh, it'll be close.
16 seconds, so he took about a gallon less. Nope, it is enough.
Yeah, it's enough. Now he's just got to be careful here because he'll be on cold tires.
Yeah, but a second gap, it'll be enough for someone like Ricky, I think, to solidify. Oh, David brings up a good point. The, if you have enough incidents, because we've seen, like, Ricky taking a bunch of that curb there through that, 3, 4, 5 complex. Some of those could have been off tracks.
Mm-hmm.
According to SDK, which we take this with a grain of salt, I'm showing 7 for Ricky. So he should be safe. Showing 3 for Montgomery, 6 for Mason, 5 for Schwartz, 5 for Tyrrell. The next one that has a bunch is going to be Carl Handwerk. Shocker there with 11. James Molyneux having 17. John Crane having 20. So, showing an accident here for Mateo. What happened here? Ooh, getting a little twitchy coming out of Sunset, and keep it off the wall. Ooh, good job there.
Not bad. Well, I hate to say it, but it seems like the battle for these points championship positions are probably set in stone with these pit stops because I don't know if Mason's going to have enough to capitalize on Schwartz at this point, especially if Ricky's going to be good on fuel.
So Ricky has 6, 11 for Montgomery, Smith 6, Schwartz 4.
Okay.
So 6 is going to put Mason outside of the bonus points for a clean race. Schwartz with 4 would get 1.
So Smith is going to have to literally pull the biggest miracle in the world.
Yeah, I guarantee you Mason was hoping for a clean race.
But either way, Schwartz is in P4, so I feel like if he even no matter what, just stays there. He's good to go. Sides is ahead of Carlson, but Carlson, I believe, will have to pit again. Sides, maybe not, because I believe he was one of the last ones to stop, so he might be okay.
He made it to 47, so Sides will be in the same boat Clayton is.
Yeah.
So...
As long as nothing drastic happens.
Let's see. Yeah. Sides is the last one. He got 12. So another 12. He should be good. The only thing would be is if they... what do you call it? Yeah, is if we get that one extra lap there at the end with a little over 15 minutes left to go here. Yeah, so Ricky only, 16.5 in the pit for Ricky, 18.4 for Clayton, 18.1 for Mason, 18.3 for Schwartz. Though, not a huge difference there. And Ricky has Clayton right behind him. That's going to be your big difference is if it's this close to the end, Clayton has the ability to save a little fuel drafting off Ricky.
And then on the last lap, he's shown he's quick enough. He could just straight up go for it then. I mean, he's in, what is it? He's in the rookie class, right? He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Mason running 201.8, so a little slower. Schwartz trying to run him down, running a 201.1. So track temp, let's get an idea of that right now. Down to 89. So the track is getting faster, but their lap times aren't getting that much faster. So I think everybody's in a little bit of a fuel conservation while trying to push and close some gaps. Oh, Clayton and Ricky going at it here for the lead.
Who outbreaks who? Renner's got the advantage, barely. Probably will in this corner.
You know Mason is praying for some drama right here.
Oh, yeah, easily.
But not bad enough for them to get passed by Jonathan.
No.
But yeah, these two just going at it like... I mean, Montgomery is all over the back bumper of that Porsche there. Is he going to look inside to Jindabian maybe? No. He's going to sit. He's probably going to try to make his move, I guess, at sunset. I mean, yeah. Right there you see Montgomery using every available inch of the racetrack and some of the curbing. Stick at the nose in here. Yep, just gonna hang on. Yeah, I know Ricky really wants to win a race here tonight. Be a long time coming for Ricky. Down into one, maybe? No?
I can't believe... Hopefully I'm not going to jinx it as I'm saying this, but I cannot believe nobody's hit that left side wall in turn one yet. Diving it so deep.
There's a few people that have, but they're a little further down.
None notably that I've seen yet.
Yep. Alan Gullison managed to get back around Dane Simpson there. Keep an eye back on these two. Oh, Schwartz has gotten around Nick Tyrrell.
Yeah, I believe he jumped him on the pit stops.
Wait, Schwartz.
And look at this. Schwartz is now just behind Mason Smith.
Mason 203 last lap. I guess Mason's trying to extend that tank so that he doesn't have to pit. I guess because Mason knows if even if he comes in for a splash and dash, it's going to put him in the clutches of like Carl back there.
Who was it at Spa that was like 12 seconds off the pace? Was it Nathan Sides that we saw? Who, I don't know, tried to save an ungodly amount of fuel
No, that was Terrell.
did?
That
Terrell,
was-
yeah, all right. That's what we might see again. Looks like Ricky's kind of holding pace now with the over Clayton. Montgomery just ran a 2 minutes .823 that last lap, while Ricky just ran a 2 minute .55. Okay, so track is definitely faster.
Yeah. I was curious to see if we would get to see a sub 2 minute lap. We might. They're getting close.
What's the track temp? 88.
Yeah. If it hits about 83, I think it's possible. Especially on low fuel if they have enough tire left. Or if they use each other for a good draft partner. But Schwartz definitely not making up any time on your top two here.
Mm-mm. Him and Mason kind of hanging in there now that he realized Schwartz is there. He's not really, you know, kind of stepped on it again a little bit, but not much.
Mason, I believe, should be out of fuel around lap 56, I believe. So maybe 3 more laps for Mason before he's got a splash and dash. Clayton would make it to 49 or 59. And I think that's his 6-2-2. Yeah. Clayton's going to be right there. Schwartz is going to be right there. Let's see, we had Peterson came in at 51, so he'll make it to the end. Not a problem. Yeah, and now this is a pass that, you know, if Schwartz wants the podium, he's still got to get around Mason. If he wants to do it on track, it's not going to be easy on him.
It's amazing to see how good these guys have been all year. They've shared the most amount of wins. They both got 4 apiece this year. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like either of them are going to break, you know, the tie for most wins, but still equally as impressive between all of them. You know, good stats by both drivers this season. Definitely. Whoa, Mason's off the racetrack there, and that's going to allow Schwartz to easily pounce.
Well, I mean,
will he fight?
Nah, tucks back in.
Nah. Yep. Me too. Yeah, me too, AJ. Me too.
I mean, you see the gap there between these two. 0.2 of a second. This isn't Talladega.
No.
This is a road course. They're having to brake. They're having to turn. You know, they're running different lines. And they're keeping it within a half a second of each other. Lap in and lap out.
Well, again, like I mentioned it much earlier, I mean, what's the biggest gap we've seen between, you know, for a leader today? It can't have been any more than 2 seconds.
I think Ricky had it out to 1.3 at one point.
Yeah, there you go. That's over 2 hours. That's insane.
You know, it's just up here at the top in Platinum. There's some really good competition. Showing an accident here for Jacob Winslow that happened for him here. Runs it a little deep, just a speed difference.
Great. Yes. Let's do that, David. Let's do that.
Get Shucky excited.
I like that.
You know, At least David can claim the dad portion of the dad jokes.
And I just saw Mason is on pit road now. Splash, he's gone already. No problem.
4.5. Yeah. So
Carl
your big
is
question
past
is,
him.
Carl pitted on 44. I don't think Carl can make it to the end.
No.
Carl will likely have to come in next lap. Like anybody that didn't make it, so Nick pitted on 46. It would be very questionable, I think, for Nick to make it. Yep. Showing a crash here for James Molyneux. What happened? Gets a little bit of that curve there, upset the car. Pitches it in, and ooh, keep it off the wall. Good job. Ooh, watch out. There is traffic coming.
Oh, Montgomery's got a big run here. He might take it. Here he goes. Oh, okay.
Now, Montgomery ran all the way over there. There's marbles over there.
Well, then slow him down.
Well, let's see if he skips out of the thing here. That front end doesn't bite. Nope.
Don't have any counterattack here. Little wide. God, I love that little
The hill.
progressional banking. Yeah, I love that.
No,
part.
it's not progressional banking. It's exactly what you feel like in the car. Now, the question is, you know, has Clayton been able to save some? It'd be a whole lot harder for Schwartz to have saved some. Yep, Carl pitted on 46. He's having to come in. So Nick Terrell will have to come in. So Mason should be able to hop Nick there. And 47.
Mason's already way past Carl. Watching him on pit road. Definitely, I believe he was on pit road a little bit longer than than Mason was. Carl is off.
Trying to see where the leaders are if we can figure out exactly. Is it going to be 59 laps? Is it going to be 60, 61? Yeah. That is one thing I wish there was a predicative. Oh, wait, there is. I'll pull up another overlay here for myself. Let's see. See if this one tells me anything here in a minute.
Now that Clayton has passed Ricky, he's starting to stretch the gap just a little bit here. Let's see.
Half a second right now. So as they're crossing the line. I think we might have 3 more laps. They're right on that mark of where it's going to make the decision call. Two more laps
Terrell.
at least.
Terrell stayed out another lap.
That means he squeezed. Yeah, I think he can get one more. Unless he starts running way off pace.
I mean, he's got a lot of gap to Mason, so I mean, if he wants to, he's got almost 20 seconds. He can try if he wants.
But that's if we're going to end this race at 57, 58, or 58 or 59. If it goes to 60, there's no way Terrell can stretch that tank. Oh, you can hear all of the gravel and rubber bits laying on the track there. Go back here. Nathan Sides up on the back of Carl Handwork here. So I don't think that Braden is close enough to make that work on Sides anymore. No, that definitely is giving it to Sides, sorry. Check in with Alan Gullison here.
Montgomery, he's taking the white. One to go.
All right. So it was a minute 40 crossing the line. Right there at that I wasn't quite sure. Distance.
I'm going to keep an eye on these top two because, I mean, they're just still just as close now. One little mistake from Clayton and it's over. This is going to be interesting. He tried to send it in turn one and went a little too wide. Lost a tiny bit of ground. He's on the bumper. He's going to need a good exit there. A little sideways. But he's there. He's close enough and he has at least an even amount of draft with Clayton. He can attempt to move in the final corner. Go sideways again. Wonder if those rear tires are pretty hurt at this point.
They might be.
Because I've seen him, I mean, he's slid on exit in almost every corner. I mean, he's still there. Still not over.
Yep.
He's running out of lap.
You can launch it into sunset.
I mean, sure.
It's not always advisable.
No.
You know.
Oh, he sent it so hard. He put almost all the tires off.
I'm pretty sure that I know there's a slowdown if you get far enough out there.
I don't know. He's gonna have one last shot. See if it's enough. I don't think he's close enough at all. Not quite. Not enough.
There's the checker flag.
GG's.
Clayton Montgomery taking him to win, and Schwartz here.
Is he out? Oh, what's he?
Let's hop in on
Here comes Terrell. Terrell's gonna pass him here. Terrell will get by him for P3.
I mean, it sounds like he still had some fuel left.
Looking at the next couple cars, Handwork will be next to cross the line.
That'll be Mason, then Handwork.
Mason, then Handwork, yeah. Good run by Mason, bringing home P5.
Got Sides right behind him. Corner of the Day award, jeez.
Oh, Carl's out. He's crossed the line. He's out of fuel. And Nathan Sides passes him on the last second. Oh, man. Peterson goes by for 8th. Nathan, 9th. Munsell.
Kind of see here we got it's Gullison. 2.6. Got Simpson right there. So 50 and 54, yep, they're going to make it to the end. No problem on fuel.
Here goes Carlson. He'll bring it home in P11.
Flashing the lights.
Gullison, P12. Dane last car on the lead lap, P13. Good run.
Well. All right. Let's see.
Well done, everyone.
Let's see. It should be giving us yep, that should be everyone finished.
Clayton's still going, too. He's
getting
just
a double
made it around.
checker.
Yeah, he made it around another lap. Is he going to do a little burnout here?
Let's see.
You going to park it on the start-finish line?
Anything?
Nope.
All right. let's see here.
Hey, that's a good victory picture right there. Whoever is a good photographer better get that picture.
Let's see here. So who we're gonna pull in? We're gonna pull in first. Will be Alex Jaspers, our bronze winner here tonight. Let me find Alex and drag him into the waiting room for a second. Now that he knows that. 1 second. Let's find him. Where is Jaspers? Right there. There we go. So we got this. And where'd he go? Alex, this is John and Tyler in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy there, John. How's it going?
Well, congratulations on the bronze win here tonight.
Awesome.
So, from your point of view, 2 hours, finished 17th overall. How was the race from your point of view? We didn't see a ton of you here tonight, other than when the leaders were, I think, swamping, where they had 4 or 5 of them going past you all there.
Yeah, that was, not gonna lie, one of those, pull the neck and be like, hey, don't screw the race up, just don't mind me. But oh yeah, it was, the race overall was pretty good. I just tried to, keep my nose clean for the most part. When you get into the 2 hours, you start getting into more of the endurance style racing, and it's just, it's not a sprint anymore. So I ended with only 2x the whole race, so I think I
Wow.
did pretty good.
2x for that amount of time. Good job.
Yeah, surprisingly, I don't know if you guys seen me, James, and Avi when we all went into Sunset 3 wide. I ended up sliding out doing a complete 360, but for some odd reason did not get a single X off of that, and cut a corner and got an X. So.
Well, I think I've been 3 wide with Avi and Dane before going through Sunset, and it did not end well for any of the 3 of us. So,
no.
Congratulations for making it through intact.
Yeah. Just wanted to keep it off the wall, that's all. And managed to save it, but all in all, like I say, pretty quiet race there. Me and James were kind of chasing each other for a little while there. And then I think he had a spin there, but
yeah, pulling the points up here, I'm pretty sure that means you're going to be the winner of the bronze overall as well.
Champion. Woohoo!
Yeah, because you were
into it.
You're only 1 point behind Betts.
Yeah.
And you definitely beat him, and Robert Kinney did not beat you by a good chunk. So looks like congratulations for that.
Awesome. Woohoo!
Anybody you want to give a shout out to here tonight?
Well, just all you guys up in the booth here, every week like usual. You guys do a great job, and all the guys on the bronze division there. We had some pretty good battles there throughout the whole season. Been a fun season, that's for sure. And again, one more time to my family who likes to watch me race there too. So stayed up for the full 2 hours to watch me on this one as well.
Well, congratulations, and hopefully we will catch you next season.
Absolutely, I'll be there. Thanks, guys.
That was your bronze winner, Alex Jaspers. Let's find silver winner, Alan Gullison here. There he is. Put him in the waiting room for a second and drag him in here. Alan, this is Tyler and John in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
Oh, going all right. Tyler, you want to take this one away?
Yeah, Alan, I mean, it was a solid... Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. It was a P12 at the end of the day. You didn't go a lap down, which a lot of people did. But it was still a good run there for you in P12. Go ahead, take us through your day and the winner in the silver.
Yes. I mean, as far as like the track at Sebring is concerned and this specific race, I'm definitely not the fastest guy. I struggle with it a lot. I don't know if it was last season or the season before, but yeah, I just could not get my time down to a super competitive time. And so for me, it was really just like just about staying on the track and not making any stupid mistakes and staying consistent. And yeah, I mean, it's a 2-hour race, and Sebring is it's the most difficult track for me personally. So yeah, I just had to chill out and just race my race and pick my battles. Honestly, some of those faster guys that weren't even in my class, I mean, it wasn't even worth, trying to battle them out or anything like that. So yeah, that was my strategy.
Yeah, well, we ended the year with a total of 4 top 10s in the races, but we got confirmation from David that you are going to be the Silver Division champion. So, how does that feel for you?
It's awesome, like really awesome. Thank you guys.
Well, either way, a good run for you there, Alan. Congrats on the championship. A good run there. Any shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, obviously you guys, love the fact that you guys broadcast the race, and I love your guys' commentary and everything. All like obviously Jack Peterson, Brady Carlson, all those guys, because I wouldn't be here if I didn't do the amount of practice that I do with those guys, especially with like the mind games and things like that, which I really struggle with. So, yeah.
Well, Alan, congratulations on the finish and the championship today.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully catch you next season again.
Hell yeah, definitely.
All right. That was our silver winner in Alan Gullison there. So 12th overall tonight. Good finish for him. And now let's find our gold champion, Nathan Sides. Where is he? Is he in chat here? Let's see. Nathan. You seeing him anywhere?
I don't.
Neither do I. All right. So we will have to skip him. Nathan, I believe if you're watching, you pop on in and we'll catch you here. Because he was also the gold champion, according to David there. So we will go next into, that is going to be Nick Terrell. Is Nick in here? I do not see Nick either.
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess we'll pull Ricky Renner. Is he?
Yes.
Yep, there we go. Ricky, this is John and Tyler in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
So looks like you let an oval guy come in here and just show you up.
So let me tell you the story, okay? I knew that we hadn't seen him in here, so I was testing him, and I'm like, man, he's actually really good. He's clean, fun to race with. I think I'm gonna just let him go by me on this straightaway, and then maybe we can get some more people in here, next season. And now he's living on that high of a victory, and he's like, I need more. So you guys are welcome. What do you mean? He's a rookie. I won.
Well, yeah, I would say that. The Porsche definitely getting some good fuel mileage tonight. We saw you squeaking out a little more than everybody else. I'm sure you were hoping that last pit stop, you might have. Did you have plenty left at the end, or should you have taken a little less fuel?
Given how it worked out, I could have taken a little bit less fuel, about 3, almost 4 liters. I had like 1.2 laps remaining at the flag, but we were bouncing back and forth between like 58, 59 laps that last stint. And I took enough fuel just in case we had one more lap. And I was talking to Clayton. I think he didn't have enough for another lap. And I was just hoping that we were going to get one more right there at the end. It was real close, I know, but nah, it worked out. I could have taken maybe a little more fuel and pushed a little harder those last 2 stints instead of saving as much as I did. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with it.
Well, congratulations! Back in the Porsche, which we saw you in a couple seasons ago for a while. But the big difference, you didn't spin it tonight, so kudos.
I know. It was, we had a couple moments that we had to catch it, but we kept it clean the whole race. That was nice. But I'm doing the 12-hour in the Porsche with a couple guys, so I figured that this would be a really good opportunity to get some practice in it and just get used to it. So it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, well, a setup on the Porsche can make a big difference over these fixed ones. But again, congratulations on the good showing tonight. I believe you came home with the fastest lap as well. And according to David, you managed to take home the Powerhouse Performance tonight as well.
Look at that. It's a success. That's what we'll call it.
Well, again, congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 53 machine before we let you go celebrate?
Thank you guys. Just the whole next gen team, my crew chief, Slick Rick out there, he was in my head the whole time, just telling me what to do, making sure I stayed on track, especially that first stint with not getting caught up in the race and just doing my own thing. And then just the rest of the team out there, Nathan was having a really good race tonight. Betts had some unfortunate circumstances. He's been real sick this week and had to talk him into racing. And I don't think he had the best time out there, but got to thank those guys for showing up, keeping me company out there, and you guys for another excellent season. Looking forward to the next one.
Well, again, congratulations, and yeah, hopefully we'll see some more of you next season.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's pull our race winner, Clayton Montgomery, in here. Clayton, this is John and Tyler in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So we know you're fast over on the oval side, and you showed us a little glimpse at Coda, but definitely put on a great performance here tonight. At what point did you think you were really going to be challenging for a race win?
I'm gonna say after that, I guess about that second pit stop, I got through that first one and I accidentally took 4 tires, and it put me back several seconds. But I think through that run, I was able to run the leaders back down to about 2 seconds, and at that point, I knew that it takes some luck. Obviously, them maybe racing each other, and help me allowing that gap to close through time, and then also just hoping that I was able to save my tires just enough to where I could get a good break on the corner and good corner exit.
Were you trying to manage that last stint there to not finish too quickly and incur one extra lap?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I was trying to, but math is not my subject, and so I don't know. I really don't know what I was doing other than just lifting a little bit, trying to help that. And I was also trying to lift because when I finished, I only had about half a lap of fuel left, and I knew if we went one more, I don't think I was going to make it. So that was also in the front of my mind there.
Yeah, we were doing the math up here in the booth, and I was like, it's going to be close. If they get the extra lap, it's like, I don't think they'll make it. Ricky would. We saw Mason had to drop out there earlier. He didn't quite have the fuel mileage that y'all were getting. So
Yeah, through the whole race, I was just kind of backing the corners up. Obviously, this isn't what I run full time, so I was trying to be considerate, of the full timers, and I know that they're racing for points, and I believe the championship was being dealt with tonight, so I wasn't trying to be that guy to, I was going to race hard, but I wasn't going to go for a position just to go for it because I had nothing to gain out of it. So I was trying to be considered on that. So that was also kind of in my favor of knowing I didn't have to push for anything. So.
Well, all that being said, congratulations on the win tonight. You think you may try to join us for the next season here?
We'll have to see how the work schedule goes.
Well, all right. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to on that number 7 machine before we let you go celebrate?
Give a shout out to you all for broadcasting this and everyone that puts it on every week. Everyone on the team over at Elwood Designs. Alan for making the paint here last minute. Simrat Market, Roderick Racing Development, and VRS.
Well, congratulations, and hopefully we'll get to see you next season, and I think we'll see some more of you over on Tuesday nights at least.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. Well, that was our winner, Clayton Montgomery. I'm going to pull John Schwartz in here for a minute because, Tyler, I think you had a question for him.
That's right. So, Jonathan, there's first off, congratulations on a very good run today in P4. But the main question I really wanted to ask you was, why on earth was it a pit road start?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems that everyone has the question. So, there was multiple reasons actually. First of all, as we came into this 2-hour finale, I thought initially I was like, you know what? This is a long race, and I want to make things interesting for myself. So I thought starting at the back would be fun. However, I also didn't think I'd have that much pace, so I thought that I wouldn't qualify that high up anyways. So when I qualified that high up, I was like, okay, well this changes things. But then I also realized that our fuel is only half a tank, and I didn't think I'd have time to go to the bathroom and pit stops. So I went to the bathroom during the grid and then just straight up missed the start. So it was half planned and then half accidental. So a lot of factors going into the the pit start. I even didn't know whether it was going to happen or not. I was like, should I start at the front and risk a wet seat at the end of the race? And I decided not to go for that. So definitely made my life a little more difficult, but happy to come out with the top 5.
Well, I mean, if you weren't careful, you would have ended up like Charles Leclerc and that whatever leak was this past weekend and all that.
It was the water.
Yeah, the water leak. Yep. But it was still a great run for you there. I'm curious. You just said you didn't know if you'd have the pace, but clearly you did. You had a lot of fast laps there, and you went from, hold on, let me do 28th to 4th in 2 hours. I'm curious, is Sebring just not one of your best tracks, or did you just, not feel good in the car?
Um, I would say I liked the car. It was just that this track has so many bumps, and you miss an apex by a bit, you just get brought out into the marbles and stuff. And I feel a lot of tracks, if you make a mistake, it's a bit more forgiving. But here, you push wide, you just cannot recover, and you can lose so much lap time just by going wide. At other tracks, it's like you can try to focus on getting a good exit, but as soon as you run wide here, it just understeers and time just flies out. So. I knew that over a 2-hour race, fatigue was going to come into play, and especially I felt like in order to save time in the pits, I only ended up taking like 3 tires every time and double stinting the left rear tire on those stints. It was just really difficult on a lot of like the right-hand corners. It was understeering on entry and then oversteering on exit, and had to do a lot of counter steering. So a lot of sliding around, but. Yeah, I think I surprised myself in terms of the lap time I was able to get. Even if it wasn't as good as the guys at the front, I mean, I think they were beating you by like a quarter second near the end there, but I felt like I was at least consistent, so I'm happy with that.
Well, I'm gonna read it to you right here. Obviously, probably like you figured out, you are the platinum champion overall. And just looking at the numbers, you ended the season with 4 wins, tied with Mason for the most. You had a top 5 in every race, so that's 9 top 5s. So a season of consistency with a championship. It was a great battle with you and Mason all year. Good. Just take us through what it's like to battle with all these good drivers throughout the season and come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, it's I really enjoy running these leagues with the same drivers because you get to learn just appreciate all the sportsmanship and just see how different people drive around. And even the guys that might not have the pace and may end up getting lapped occasionally, they're still racing their own class, and they often show great respect just with blue flags and stuff. So just a huge shout out to everyone throughout the league, and I would say especially like at the front in terms of like tight battles. Nick and Justin, Rookie, and Mason. Of course, Mason was the guy who was definitely scaring me for the first half of the season, even near the end there. Just continuing to, I just remember every single race. I'm like, can I have a finish that's like not 2 seconds or something? We just could not separate from each other. So definitely. Made me sweat a lot of races, and had to push as hard as I could. Definitely got a little bit unlucky in the final race. I think he had underfueled a little bit or had pushed a bit too early, but his pace was there for sure. So definitely happy we were able to pull off the championship. That's what our goal was at the start. So yeah, super proud of that and looking forward to upcoming seasons.
Well, Jonathan, congratulations on the season for you. Any quick shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to Nick Terrell. I think in the end he was able to get second place in the championship with that podium, so super happy to get our team 1-2 finish in the points. He was always there. He was always managing top fives, but I felt like he really started to pick it up these last few races, so really happy for Nick. And also shout out to Delta Sport. We'll be running the Sebring 12 hours with them, so should be exciting. And Core for the broadcast.
All right. Well, Jonathan, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the title and a good run today, and we'll see you next season.
Thanks, guys.
That was Jonathan Schwartz, the platinum overall winner for the series. And, Tyler, I mean, this great season. Yeah, we came down with all 3 championships still with something to play for all the way up until the end. So, I guess, is that 1, 2, yeah. Cool. 4.
Yeah.
4 championships there's still to play for in the final race.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic overall. Tons of great racing this season, a lot of fun finishes there, and it was a lot of fun to broadcast here again, and hopefully the next season's a good one.
Well, I'll say for me and everyone here at CRN, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch y'all next season. I believe our next one broadcast should be next Tuesday for the Xfinity, but we will see y'all later.
The engine's roar, the grid's alive. Under the lights, we start to drive. McLaren sleep cutting through the air. Porsche chasing close with a power so rare. Audi's growl, a beast unleashed. The Lamborghini's roar, the grip of the beast. Ford's Mustang, muscle and might. Ferrari's prancing horse, ready to fight. BMW flies with precision and grace. Every corner, every chase. Core League legends racing for fame. GT3 fever, feel the flame. Race through the night, the engines sing. Core GT3, feel the lightning. McLaren, Porsche, Audi's prime. Lamborghini screaming by your side. Ferrari, Ford, BMW. Chasing victory, breaking through. Core GT3, feel the speed. Racing fever is all we need. Every apex tight, every lap on fire. The battle rages, hearts full of desire. Through Eau Rouge and on the straight, GT3 glory can't be late. McLaren shadow, Porsche scream. Audi fights back in a high-speed dream. Lamborghini powers down the line. Ford's thunder echoes divine. Ferrari surges with the lion's roar. BMW dances, wanting more. Core League thrill, never the same. GT3 fever, tried insane. Race through the night, the engines sing. Core GT3, feel the lightning. McLaren, Porsche, Audi's prime. Lamborghini screaming by your side. Ferrari, Ford, BMW. Chasing victory, breaking through. Core GT3, feel the speed. Racing fever is all we need. Feel the rush to let go. Core GT3, the ultimate show. Final to the max where legends meet. Can't be beat, 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 beat. McLaren flies, Porsche in